All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
64.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Dancing it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Yeah, let's get second. Smith! 55. Hey! 55.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Hey, echo.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gerald McCoy coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, orbit. Yeah. Watch the screen. Watch the stand. Go.
Now Minshew. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Hey, Delta.
After the sack on first down, Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Prescott got an open man to tight end Jarwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We'll go 47. 26.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Kill. You better be afraid of me. You better. 26.
Prescott down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Let's go. 10-2 spot. Go. Slam. Check 3. Squeeze. Hey, wahoo!
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer.
Let's go.
Here's Minshew. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, dude.
Minshew sets to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Mark 55. Mark 55. I got it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, stand up.
Kill. Switch.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Gerald McCoy, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Cover.
55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All you get is
Fight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, kill. Kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On third down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
On second and 9, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the screen. Check 44, check 44.
Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught at the 8. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
On the set.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen.
Hey, check right. Watching it.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. This to Jarwin. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Let's see what you got.
There we go. Kill. 26.
Now Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Good. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Under 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
You can't block me. Check 55.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball,
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Count. 27.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill. 27.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
I got it. Hey, Delta. Yep. Watch it, free bud. Shot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Hard. Go. Hey, box truck. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Rock it. Now.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now. Hey. I-7.
They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.